I was able to sit down with Peter, local fisherman and considered to be one of Jesus' best friends, and ask him what he thought about Jesus.
So Peter, I understand you and Jesus were very good friends.
Jesus was tight. Me, James, John, we would go out, have a little party. It was all good.
So what do you have to say about the allegations of you denying him at his crucifixion?
Of me denying him?
Well, from the information that we've gathered, you denied even knowing Jesus.
I don't recall that. I know Jesus.
But we have eyewitnesses that say that you said, "I don't know him."
I think I'm done with this interview.
But wait, we have more questions.
I have fish to catch.
But we have more questions.
No, I'm good.
This man was named Lazarus, and he was reportedly dead for 4 days until Jesus came and rose him from the dead. I was able to sit down with him and ask him what he thought about his friend Jesus.
So what did you think about Jesus when you first met him?
Man, that was my boy. Me and Jesus was like this, man. But man, what happened was I had got really sick, man. And then I died, man. And I woke up and I was in heaven, man. I was chilling with Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. Man, we was having a good time. That's a cool place, man. And then all of a sudden, man, I heard Lazarus, come forth. I was like, come forth? Man, I'm in heaven. I don't want to leave heaven. And I opened my eyes and I was in grave clothes again, man, back on earth. And I seen Jesus standing right there in front of me, man.
So you thought he was the savior of the world. What do you think of him now that he's dead?
Man, now that Jesus dead, man, I don't know what to do. I'd rather just go back to heaven and be back with Jesus, man.
This young girl is the daughter of Jairus, who is a religious leader in the community. And I was able to sit down with her and talk to her about what she thought of her Savior Jesus, who raised her from the dead.
So, what did you think of Jesus?
What do I think about Jesus? Well, it's a really crazy story. I mean, you wouldn't believe it. I was really sick, right? Like sneezing, coughing, barfing, diarrhea. It was horrible. And my dad, Jairus, hears about this guy named Jesus that heals people. So he goes to Jesus and asks him if he could help me and heal me. But by the time Jesus gets to me, I'm already dead. What can he do? And so I remember being in heaven for a quick minute, but then I opened my eyes and Jesus is standing right in front of me and I'm alive. And he told my parents to make me some waffles. And those are really good waffles. But now that he's gone, it's kind of sad to think about.
Another man I was able to sit down with was reportedly blind from birth until Jesus came and healed him.
So what did you think about Jesus?
I've never met or seen Jesus because I was born blind. And one day as I was begging for money, people asked him if me or my parents committed any sin to make me born this way, and he responded to them that I was born this way so I could be healed and glorify God. And so after that, he pretty much spit on the floor, made some mud with his finger, and he slapped it on my eyes. And after that, he told me to jump in the pool. And when I jumped in the pool and jumped back out, I could see. And after that, people were pretty much tripping out, like, oh wow, like, is this really God that was healed? And I said, yeah, it's me. It really is me. And I think Jesus.
Now this man was what you would consider to be one of Jesus's haters. He did not like Jesus. He is a Pharisee and a religious leader of the community.
So, you were a religious leader in the community, and I hear you guys didn't really like Jesus. What do you think about him?
Jesus was a bad man. He didn't follow our rules. He didn't do things the way that we've always done them. I mean, as disgusting as it is, he didn't even do it. He didn't even wash his hands before he ate. I mean, he worked on the Sabbath. He healed people on the Sabbath. That's not the way we do things. And so, I didn't like him. I'm glad he's gone.
This woman was well known among the community as a troublemaker, but now all she can talk about is Jesus.
So what did you think about Jesus when you first met him?
So like back in my day, like, you know, I was like totally like party here, party over there, and you know, I was really into like all that stuff. But one day I was like, I need to get a drink, not like a big drink, but just like a little drink. So I went to the well, and when I was there was like this guy, Jesus, and I don't know, he like knew all this stuff about me, and I was like, wait, how did you know that? Because I only told like Whitney and Cassie, and I was like, wait, did they tell you? Because they're like my BFFs, and if they did, then that's totally not okay. That's not BFFs. But he like knew all this stuff anyways, and he like still loved me. Like when I looked in his eyes, I like felt love, and like not in like a gross way, not like a creepy way, but like in a totally cool way, you know, like I felt his love. And so I went back home and I was like telling everybody about him, like everybody was listening to me, and like I told them all about this Jesus and like how he was the savior of the world. And so they all like wanted to go and like meet him, so I took them to see him, and yeah, he's just awesome. So after like we all went back and they came and saw him, like they all wanted to give their lives to him too. He's like definitely the savior of the world, for sure. For sure.
Well, Jordan, those are the people I was able to interview and sit down and discuss what they felt about Jesus after meeting him. And after hearing all those stories, I kind of feel like I kind of know him. Even though I never met him in person, I kind of feel like I know who he is, you know? I mean, Jesus was a great guy, did many great things. I would even call them miracles. But do I believe that he was the savior of the world? I mean, what can I say? He's dead. He's gone. You can't save anybody if you're dead, you know? So, not really. I don't believe that he was the savior of the world because he's dead. But I was able to sit down with one guy. His name is Hazik, and he owned this pig business, and he's to believe that Jesus is the reason why he's out of work. So I would like to show that interview right now.
Hi, Hazik.
Hazik?
I'm sorry, Hazik. I'm glad I was able to sit down with you today. I understand that you had a incident with this Jesus?
Yes, this man. He killed all my pigs. I voted for his crucifixion.
But from the information I've gathered, this man, Jesus, came to the crazy man, as you call him, and healed the man by throwing out all the bad things that was in him into your pigs, upon which your pigs jumped over a cliff and drowned themselves.
Yes, this stupid boy. He can't think straight. He's always crazy. He talks to himself. He does all these things. Then this stupid old man comes and takes all those things away. Speaks him habi habi habu. And then he kills my pigs. They run over the cliff.
Now, would you say that this man did a good thing?
A good thing? He killed my business. This man is not good.
Well, I understand that your pig business was your main business. After this incident with Jesus, what do you plan on doing now that you don't have a pig business?
I have no business. I don't know. Probably a 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven. And has this been a dream of yours that you've always wanted to accomplish?
It brings in the money. It helps the family. But it is still my dream to open the 7-Eleven.
Now, rumors going on that this Jesus was supposed to be the so-called savior of the world. What are your thoughts on this? Do you believe that Jesus was...
I don't like this man.
Well, Hazik, thank you for your time, and I hope this 7-Eleven business goes well for you.